Hey guys, long time no see, I know, but welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm excited because I'm actually doing a review video for you today over 10 different Madam Glam polishes. Before we get into the actual polishes though, I just want to say a couple of things first. So I was contacted by Madam Glam and asked if I wanted to do a review for them, and I, like any other nail polish person would say, of course, send me polish and I would love to do a review for you. So that is what we're doing. So these were sent to me by Madam Glam. I think I said that already, I have 10 to share with you. I've got different finishes, lots of different colors, lots of fun stuff to share. But first, I just want to share a couple of things about the brand with you. First, that I think is totally amazing is that any order after $40, you get free shipping, and that is worldwide. So it doesn't matter if you live in Texas or you live in Hong Kong, you can get the polishes shipped to you internationally. So I think that's amazing. And one thing that Madam Glam is very proud of is their formula. They have a 5-free, cruelty-free vegan formula that they have created, and I have to give kudos to them. I'll just say this off the bat that as a whole, I am very, very pleased with the polishes that I was given. So for them to, you know, I think it's really important for them to be that proud in their formula because they have good formulas and, you know, they're 5-free and they're not harmful and all that kind of stuff too. So kudos to Madam Glam for coming up with such a great formula. I also wanted to let you guys know that they have given me a 30% discount code for you guys to use. So in order to use the code, you have to click on the specific link that's listed down below for you. And then you have to use that link, purchase your polishes, and then the code that you want to put in is TPJ for Total Polish Junkie 30. So again, the code is TPJ30. I'll also list all this information down in the description box so you can get it there as well. All of the polishes are also going to be listed down in the description box. All of the swatch pictures I'm going to be showing you do not have top coat. I wanted you to see what the polishes were like without their top coat, so you could just see, you know, how they were in their natural state, if you will. And all of them are 2 coats as well. Okay, so before we get into the colors, I want to show you just the bottle and talk a little bit about the packaging. This is how their bottle looks. It's a thin, taller bottle. I like that they're square, but they're not as like skinny as like the JULEP bottles because those are so small that they, you know, tip over easy, but these are wider, so they have a nice sturdy base. And then they just have little stickers on the bottom with the name. And I want to show you guys their brush because I think their brush is pretty awesome. I really like it. So this is how the brush looks. It is more of a wider paddle style type brush. You can see it is pretty thick. It has lots of bristles, and I really like that they give you a nice full brush, and I mean, no trouble with application or anything. The brush really did help having a smooth application, as well as also making sure that, you know, it held a lot of polish, so I wasn't having to dip a lot into the bottle to be able to get the polish that I wanted. The only thing I don't know is how much polish you get on the bottle. It's not listed anywhere. How, you know, like how much is in the bottle, so I don't know how much polish you're getting. And the polishes, I believe, are $10.50 a bottle or $12.50 a bottle. I can't remember. All listed on the screen. So I've organized this by kind of by finish because the ones that have similar finishes have similar formulas, so that way, just to save some time, you don't have to hear me say the same things over and over. So the first 2 that I want to talk about are the creams. I got 2 creams. I got this beautiful like royal ink cobalt kind of blue, and this one is called Your Majesty, and the color is divine. It's so pretty and so rich and so just it's just such a nice statement on your nails. It's just one of those that you just have to stop and do double take. And for a cream, I think that's just amazing because it's just so, it's so bold, but not like in your face bold. It's like bold in a classy way, I feel like. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. And then the other one I have here is called Aqualicious. And this is another beautiful cream. Just, you know, kind of like your aqua tealy blue kind of color. I do feel like this leans a little bit more green than it does blue, but regardless, it's still just a nice aqua color, hence the name Aqualicious. Now, formula on these guys, I would say is almost identical. You might have a little bit of difference, but for the most part, they are very, very, very similar. And Two big, huge thumbs up from me. I am not just saying that. They are so smooth and buttery, silky amazingness. Oh, and by the way, Your Majesty could totally be a one coater. I have 2 coats in my swatch just because I like to do 2 coats of polish, but this is totally a 1 coat polish. It is so opaque and so amazing, and oh, they are awesome. I had very little cleanup with both of them because I was able to control the polish so well. It went on effortlessly. I didn't have any issues with it flooding my cuticles. Just amazing, 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 and just so, like I said, so silky, smooth, buttery. They're delicious. I know I'm being kind of crazy, but guys, I wouldn't just say that about a polish. You guys know me. If I don't like something, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. And these are awesome. The formula, I have to, seriously, like I said, 2 big thumbs up because they're great. So I would say 2 for 2. I would imagine all of their creams are going to be like this, so I don't think you can go wrong with any of their creams. The next color here I have to show you is called Look at the Stars. And this one actually has the ingredients listed on the bottom. But this one is a navy blue jelly polish. And it is, obviously, since it's a jelly, it's going to look a little bit deeper in the bottle than how it does on the nails. In my swatch, it is 2 coats, but I took the picture in direct sunlight, and in real life, you couldn't see the nail line as much. You may need a 3rd coat depending on how you do your coats, but it is more of an opaque jelly. The formula on this one was a bit thinner. I had a little bit more problems controlling it, but not like awful. I mean, it was definitely still workable and manageable, but it is a little bit on the thinner side, but at the same time, jellies can kind of be that way. It's kind of the nature of a jelly polish. And you can see in the swatch too, I did a jelly sandwich just because I wanted to see how well it would work for jelly sandwiches, and it worked beautifully. I did make sure that I put a really thin top coat on the glitter because this is more of an opaque jelly. So if you put it on too thick, you're gonna lose your glitter in the bottle or on your nail anyway. But I liked it enough that I would purchase other jellies from them myself because I like the overall effect. I mean, it's still dried down to that beautiful, juicy, gushy look that you want from a jelly, and so this one definitely delivered. The next 2 polishes I've got here have like a shimmer finish to them. This one is called Royal Green, and this one kind of is like just what it's called. It's kind of like a royal green, but it's like a brighter royal green. It's very, very pretty. I really like the color. I think it works for summer and fall because it's, like I said, it's a brighter, deeper green. So I think it's kind of a good transition. And it has kind of like a silvery blue kind of shimmer to it. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. There we go. You can kind of see it in there. This one, in terms of the shimmer, shows up very, very well in direct sunlight. You can see it inside too. It's not like super bam in your face, but you can see it enough to where I'm happy. So you can see the shimmer enough in it, and I really like the shimmer that's in it. I wish it was a little bit more, but you guys know how I am with shimmers. I love to have, if you're gonna put shimmer in a polish, I wanna see shimmer in a polish. But even outside of that, it was enough shimmer to where I think by most people's standards, you would be happy with it. And then this one is called Hot Date. And this is like, bam, in your face, hot pink. It's not neon, but it is just a very, very bright pink. And this one does have a blue shimmer to it. See, there you go. There's the blue shimmer in this one. This one, you can see the shimmer very nice in direct sunlight, but you lose it a lot when you get inside. You can see the blue shimmer a little bit inside, but I was a little disappointed that I couldn't see it more. This one, the green, royal green, you do see the shimmer inside a lot more than you do in Hot Date. It's so pretty in the sun, the blue shimmer, that when I brought it back inside and I couldn't see it, I was like, oh, I want to see the shimmer, because it is such a gorgeous polish and such a nice bright pink. Formula on these 2 were exactly the same. Again, they were very, very, very similar to the creams. I honestly should have just paired them with the creams because they had really amazing formulas. Just like the other ones, the creams, they were very easy to control, very easy to apply. I had very little cleanup. They were super smooth and buttery and just Easy, easy. The next two are the same exact thing, only different colors. One is like, they both have different sizes of white and black hexes. And I've got like a light pink, which is called Pretty as Hell. And who on earth would not love that name? I mean, come on, that's just an awesome name for a polish. Again, it has white and black hexes of different sizes in there. You've got teeny tiny ones up to quite large ones. And then this one's the exact same, and this one is called So So Glamorous. And this is kind of like a teal base. Just so you guys can see a comparison, this is a lot more like green blue and like more vibrant, and this is just kind of a more pale teal, just so you guys can see the comparison. Out of all of the polishes that I got, I would have to say that these two are my least favorite. Since the glitters are in it, you know, the color of the polish itself is a little bit, you know, not as opaque, obviously. So you have to kind of be a little more careful when applying them. I do have 2 coats, and you can get them opaque in 2 coats, but my coats are rather thick, so you can get them on. The white glitters, I don't know if there's just more white glitters. It kind of looks like there might be more white glitters, but the white glitters come out very easy, and I get a lot of them on my nail, but I had to fish to get more black glitters on my nails. I even had to like take a toothpick and kind of get some off of the brush and apply it onto my nail, because you don't get quite as many black glitters as I would have liked. And because they are glittery, chunkier ones, you do have to be a little bit more careful when applying. It's easier to get bald spots because you might have to dab more in one area than the other. So you just have to be a little bit more careful with these. They're not bad or anything like that. They're just not as easy to apply because of the glitter. I still think they are very pretty though. I really do like the polishes themselves, and they make me think of speckled Easter eggs, and I want to wear them in the spring very badly. So yeah, no, I mean, they're not bad. I just want you to be aware that they're a little bit trickier to work with. The last 3 polishes I have are all kind of different glittery, shimmery, more textury kind of polishes, kind of more like micro glitters, I guess. This first one is called Not Ashamed. It is a very, very, very dark teal glittery polish. This one was kind of hard to capture on camera. Like when I was taking my photos, they look black, very close to black, and the polish does look very close to black. In the bottle, it has more color. Once it dries down, you do get a lot more black out of it. I typically don't like polishes that look so dark they look black, but this one is a little different because you kind of get the texture from it a bit, from like the glitteriness of it, like the micro glitter part. And the teal shimmer still does come through. And again, I didn't try this with top coat, but I would imagine that adding a top coat would really help pull some of that glitter shimmer back into it so you could see more of it. But formula on this was still very easy to work with. It went on very nice. Again, very little cleanup. Like as a whole, I had very little cleanup to do with all of these. They were just, the formulas across the board were just fantastic. But regardless though, I mean, this is still a pretty polish. If you like to wear dark colors, but you want to do something different besides just black or like a dark cream, I do think this would be a good one to use because it's still really dark, but you still have a little bit of color and a little bit of punch to it. The next glitter I've got here is called Midnight Lover. And this one is like a deeper lavender with a lot of gold shimmer running throughout it. And there's also like lavender hexes in there as well. I'm hoping you can see them. But this is a very interesting polish. I don't have anything like it in my collection. I think it's very pretty. It's kind of almost like a periwinkle kind of lavender, but it's like I said, like deeper. I don't know, the color's kind of hard to describe, but what I really like is that there's so many different things going on in this. You have a ton of that golden shimmer in it, which comes on the nail very, very nicely. And you also have those hexes floating around in there that do translate on the nail very nice. So I really do like just the overall look that this one gives. It's something a little different. It's not like crazy in your face, but it still is different enough of a polish that I just really like it. Formula is same as like the others, you know, it was just easy to work with. I just don't have any complaints, but just a very different kind of polish. I really wasn't sure if I was gonna like this one or not. I ended up liking it a lot more than I thought I would. And then the last one I have to show you is called Holo Fever. And this is like a wine magenta kind of micro base with lots of holo glitters in there. More of like a scattered holo kind of effect that you get on your nail. I do like that there is a lot of holo glitters in here, so you really can see a lot of it when you apply it, and it's not just like, oh, is that holo, is it not? It really is applied on there nicely. So, or, you know, there's enough in there so that it looks really nice on your nails. So, and again, formula on this one, just like the rest, it was fine. It was great. I didn't have really any problems with it. So yeah, that's just kind of the ones I got. I'm very, very happy with the ones I ended up picking out and getting. And I mean, I like all of them. I like some more than others, which is normal. But I'm very, very happy that I was contacted and that I was able to have this opportunity. So thank you, Madam Glam, for sending me these polishes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you have any questions or any comments that you want me to pass along to Madam Glam, and I will absolutely do that for you. Please thumbs up if you like the video. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys too, I totally forgot to mention. I did this dry brush mani using my base is an OPI, Don't Bossa Nova Me Around. I also used an OPI Silver, which I can't think of the name right now. And then I used, not this one, this is the Jelly, but I used the blue Madam Glam one, the, what was it called? Royal something, I think. I don't have it, the polish isn't in front of me anymore, but I'll post it on the screen. That blue one I showed you, the blue cream. I used that in my dry brush mani, so I forgot to tell you guys that, so I wanted to show you. I really like how it turned out. At first I wasn't sure, but then I decided I really like this mani. So yeah, anyway, again, questions, comments, whatever for myself or Madam Glam, let me know. And I think that's it. I hope you guys are doing great and have yourself a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.